Today we are going to learn about the Western Desert. Now, the Western Desert is also called as Thar Desert. And in which state does this Western Desert comes? Yes, in the state of Rajasthan. In this lesson, we are going to learn about the location, the vegetation, what type of crops that are grown or animals that are seen in that place, and what type of climate, how the climate will be, and what type of clothes do the people wear. This is the location of Western Desert in our country. It lies to the west of Northern Plains. Now, Northern Plains. Down under the Northern Plains to the west side of the country is this Western Desert, also known as the Indian Desert or Thar Desert. There are different names to this Western Desert or the Thar Desert or the Indian Desert. All are same. It stretches from Run of Kutch of Gujarat to border of Haryana. Can you see the map here, children? This is Run of Kutch from here till the border of Haryana. This whole entire place colored in yellow here. This is the Western Desert or the state of Rajasthan. Thar Desert covers most part of Rajasthan. That is the entire state. Most of the state of Rajasthan is covered with this Thar Desert. Now, what is a desert? What do you mean by desert? Desert is an arid region characterized by extremely high or low temperatures and has scarce vegetation. Now, what is the meaning of arid, children? Very dry. Here, the climate will be very, very dry because there are very less rains, no rains at all. Sometimes it rains, but not like other parts of the country. And the climate here is extreme. Either it will be very high in the during summer season and very low temperatures and has very scarce vegetation. That means not many crops are grown in this type of climate. Now, what are the physical features? Mostly covered with sand. This western desert, it is mostly covered with sand because it is the climate is very dry and it is very hot. Dunes or sand dunes. What is the meaning of sand dunes, children? Small hills, hill of sand. Yes, because the weather is very dry and in the desert, when the storm or the wind comes, small hills forms in the desert. They are called as sand dunes. And the region has extreme climate and there is scarcity of water. Scarcity means very less of drinking water or the supply of water is very less. During summer, the days are very hot and nights are cold because the temperature of the sand it gets heated very quickly in the day and loses heat also at the same time in the evening by night time, and it is same in the winter also. Next, there are very few streams in the Thar Desert. That means no supply of water. We cannot see water anywhere. There are very few streams in the Thar Desert. They mostly remain dry. Even if there are streams, they are mostly dry because it is very hot and all the water in the streams are dried up. Luni is the most important river. So in this western desert, this is the main important river that gives supplies little water to that place. And what is that river, children? Luni. Luni is the most important river. At some places, oases are found. Now, what is this oasis? The land around an oasis is fertile. Little water comes up to the surface of the ground, and that little water where that little water is found in the desert is called as oasis, and the place around the oasis is very fertile and few crops are grown. Thus, most villages are situated around these oases. This is the picture of an oasis. Can you see, children? Yes. Little water comes up to the surface of, yes, underground water comes to the surface of the ground. Yes. And it is not like big like a river or a lake. It is very, very small. Small part of water. That part is called as oasis. And not many crops are grown also due to the heat climate, very hot climate. Now the temperature. How is the temperature here in this region? It has less rainfall during year. In some places, underground water comes to the surface, forms like a pool that is called an oasis. Trees, plants grow near oasis. What kind of plants are grown near oasis, children? Yes, not many like other crops. They grow are date palm and cactus because they don't require much